All right, welcome back, everybody. So, we've got our site put together, right? So here it is. Right? We've got our links made. Pages are all in place, right? Everything's ready. Now, this is still running off of our local computer, right? So here's our project folder, right? Here's our shell account. We'll just take a look at what we got here, right? We've got our index file, that's this file, right? Here's another way you can always view this. You can drag the file and it'll just load up in the browser. Trick with that is you just have to make sure that you drop it somewhere where it's not on top of, use like a video or sometimes, but, find some clear spot and you can drag and drop them in there. Just a little more, right? We can put in version 1, right? Just see how it all goes. All right. So we'll close this stuff up. All right, so now we're ready to move our work up to our shell account on the New Paltz server. I'm going to go ahead and open Cyberduck. So I don't have it in my toolbar, so let's just spotlight it. Okay, you don't check this or not check this. I'm just going to cancel it for now. Okay, and if it's the first time you've used Cyberduck, you should be presented with a blank list, just like this. So now what we're going to need to do is get into our get the specifications right from SUNY New Paltz as to how to connect to our shell account. Right, you've already added or requested the account, right? Presumably that's all set up, so we've got that all taken care of. And you can find that right on the class blog if you're not familiar. Right, and we've gone to, let's right here, and it's this one right here for FTP software settings. So I'll open that up. These instructions are for WinSCP, right? You could use that one if you're on PC. But here are the settings that we're going to need, right? So, all right. So what are we going to do? I'm just going to move this out of the way a little bit. Right? And I'm going to go ahead and open a new connection. All right. So looks different, but it's kind of the same stuff. File protocol. Here it is. File transfer protocol. We have to select that. Right. This SFTP one. Right. So that matches. That matches. Port number 22, we're using port number 22. The server is the same as host name, so we'll type shell.newpaltz, oops, spell it right, .edu. Okay, so that all looks good. And then we're going to use our username, and it should be your email username and pass. So, and my password. Okay, I'll put my password in, and we're not going to use this SSH key. We're going to add to keychain, fine. We're going to hit the connect button. Oh, there it is. Oh, gotta spell it correctly. Let's try that again. And there we go. Okay, so it's now connected. That's my username. And this public HTML folder, that's all of the shell sites, all of your files should go into the public HTML folder, right? You shouldn't upload anything here. What you want to do is double click and get into your folder. All right. So I've already got stuff up there, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. And you can use the action control here, right? And let me look around. There it is. There's delete. I'm going to go ahead and delete all this stuff. And there we go. All right, so now what we need to do, this is my local shell account folder, right? That's that folder. So what I want to do is I want to copy all of this stuff up here. And I have to copy it exactly, right? I can't change, suddenly decide, oh, you know, I don't want to call this theater. I want to call it something else. Or, you know, I'm not sure that this makes sense. Maybe I should. No. All of this stuff, right? You've built it using these names, this arrangement, right? What files are in what folders. That's key. We have to recreate this exactly here, right? And sometimes this goes smoothly. Sometimes it can be a little bumpy, but we can start, right? We're just going to bring a couple files at a time. Okay, that seemed to work. Now we're going to try and bring a directory with a file in it. And we'll close that. That looked like it worked out okay. All right. And we're going to bring our image directory. I don't think there's anything in there. But there we go. And then finally, right, we're going to go for the big move. And bring everything. Right, and then we'll just check. Right, and it looks like, yep, looks like everything we wanted made it. All right, great. Close that. So now I want to actually go onto the internet and see this, right? And the way we do that is www.newpaltz.edu / and type a tilde, which is shift tilde, and the key, the tilde should be in the far left of your keyboard, right? So the shift on the left and then the key at the top of the keyboard, you'll see the little squiggle mark called the tilde. All right, hold down the shift key and you can type that. And then type your username. Okay, I've already been there, so mine is already, so I'll go ahead and check. And there we go, right? And this, right, users, Chris, blah, blah, blah. That's on my local machine. This one is on the internet, right? You can send that link to your friends, right, to each other, post it on the class blog, and everybody will be able to see your work, right? Clicking on the links, everything works, right? All set. All right. Okay, and that is it, right? So, right, if the next time, right, you make an edit to your shell account, you add a new project, right? So let's just call this restaurant, all right? Now you'll notice that the two are different, right? You have an extra folder, right? And it has presumably new files, all that kind of stuff. What you'll do is once you've got a change here, you have to update the web server, right? They're two separate computers, right? This is the local one. This is the network one right on the internet. So you can make changes here, right? They do not automatically reflect. You have to physically go through and update these files. Okay, so when you want to make a change, right? I'm just going to get rid of that just for demo purposes. All right. So that's the basics, right? The only thing I'm going to show now is, right, each time you go and you can do a connection, but I'm going to show you how to make a shortcut or a bookmark so that you can just open up Cyberduck, click on it, and get connected, you know, not have to go through inputting your credentials all the time, right? So let's just do that. I can't figure out what this is doing as to why it does that. So I can't seem to figure out how to get to this screen, but whatever. So I quit it and opened it, and then there's two versions running. I don't know what it's doing. So be that as it's may. Cancel. I'm gonna. So under the actions, I'm gonna do make a new bookmark, right? And this one is gonna be npz shell, right? And same settings we used before, right? sffTP, port 22, shell.newpulse.edu, username, and then it remembered my password. I'm not going to use the SS key. More options. Yeah, I don't need to fill out any of this stuff. Actually, do I have, let's see, nah, that's all fine. Okay, right, and I close that, and there it's now created. If I go ahead and click on it, it opens up, and there I am in my public folder. So, all right, and if I quit this and open it up again, I'll get the list, and there we go. Oops, there it was. Hope you saw it went by really quick. Nope, there it is. So close that. And you're in. So, all right. I wonder if it opens two windows on default. Oh well. That's all we got. So, thank you very much.